Uh, we are Arnold Villegas,
Marina Casa,
Jessica Cárdenas.
Eva Roma.
and we are presenting music genres.
Rock. Rock music is a genre of popular music that originated as rock and roll in the USA in the 1950s and developed into a range of different styles in 1960s and later, particularly in the United Kingdom and in the USA. And the king of rock and roll was Elvis Presley. Pop music is a genre of popular music which originated in the modern from the 1950s, deriving from the rock and roll. And the king of pop was Michael Jackson.
The subgenres of this is hard rock, pop rock, punk rock, and heavy metal.
Classical music is art music produced or rooted in the tradition of Western music. It encompasses a broad period of Broadway in the 11th century to the present day. The central norms of this tradition became codified between the 50s. One of the most famous composers of classic music is Beethoven.
Opera is a stage presentation or work that combines music, costumes, and scenery to relay a story. Was originated in the 16,000 in Italy and was only for the upper class. And some examples of the most popular opera singers are Enrico Caruso and Luciano Pavarotti. Jazz. It's a combination between African and European music. It is used the blue notes and improvisation a lot. It's very difficult to define jazz music because it didn't have a basic structure. And Louis Armstrong is one of the most popular artists.
Bachata. The bachata is an Afro-Latin genre of music originated in Dominican Republic, prevalent details of heartbreak and sadness, and it is always accompanied with dance, in which they dance like very attached to the couple and with a lot of hip movement. And boleros. The bolero is a genre of slow tempo Latin music that is associated dance. There are Spanish and Cuban forms which are both significant and which have separate origins. Generally, these songs describe the feelings that the man has for the woman.
Electronic music is a kind of music that employs electronic devices and musical technology for its creation. Some of the most important musicians is Daft Punk, Tiesto, and Avicii, that is one of the most popular actually. The reggae or it doesn't matter. It's a genre of music that born in Jamaica in the 60s. The principal characteristic is the rhythmic mix because it's like a kind of a blow and quickly sometimes. One of the most important musician of the reggae is Bob Marley, and the new singers are like Snow Lion or someone like that. The indie is a kind of rock. It's a musical genre originated in the United States, in the United Kingdom in the 80s. It has a lot of subgenres: indie pop, dream pop, noise rock, space rock, sadcore, and I don't know, Amon, and some musicians are like the Cooks or Fun.